Hi everyone, Intuitive Edge here. Hope everybody's doing well. Today I would like to take a look at what's coming up. Tomorrow morning we have the Mueller Report coming out, and I want to take a look at this and see, kind of gauge through intuition kind of how this is going to play out with different people. So I'm just going to jump right into this. I wrote out 6 questions on how this Mueller Report is going to play out in the news, what we're going to see tomorrow. My first question is, how will this report affect President Trump? Now, I have the Page of Pentacles. Pages tell us that there's probably more to what's going on than meets the eye, but it gives us a clue. The key word on this is opportunity. I think President Trump will probably turn this into an opportunity. With this artwork, I'll show it to you here. So this merman, I see that what I'm drawn to in this artwork, this imagery, is the hand going, like, casting off. I feel like President Trump is going to kind of just brush this off. Like, he's not going to dwell on it, or, you know, he might make a statement or two, but I don't think he's going to seek to give it any much more energy than it already has. I think he's just kind of going to brush it off, brush it aside. I do think it stresses him out a little bit, though, just because of all that's going on. I think it does cause some anxiety, but I think he just kind of is going to brush it off. All right. Next, we have the 7 of Wands. This is on the question of, how will the Democrats in Congress react to the report? Now, the 7 of Wands is a card of struggle, but it's a card of getting the upper hand and overcoming. This is a card of endurance. The key word here, endurance. I see with them is they're going to continue to do what they've always done. I think they're going to persevere and continue in their quest and their struggles, wherever that takes them. I don't see them going, oh, okay, well, I guess we're moving on. No, they're not going to move on to something else. I don't see that. This is like, we're in this and we're going to keep pushing. Okay. Next, I also think the Democrats are going to see it as like they're going to see it in their view as somehow they're vindicated, okay, on something. I think they will try to push that in the news, that, hey, this is why we need to keep fighting, okay? You may hear that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, third question is, how will the Republicans in Congress react to the report? Now, we have the 8 of Wands. This is a card of things happening quickly. It's a card of movement. Basically, you're off and running. So I don't know if the Republicans are going to either take this as an opportunity to move into something else, or if they're going to take the ball and run with it, related to what comes out in the report. Not sure, but there's some type of energy and movement that they're going to move forward with. Okay, next question was, how will the public react to this report? Now, I've got Major Arcana. It's the only one that came out other than the bottom card. I'll show that to you in a minute. This is the Vortex, the Devil card. So this card is, well, the key word is temptation, but it's all about being kind of stuck in like a lower vibration, like a lower way of thinking, not being able to see out and like see a clearer picture. And I'm wondering if I also see with this card being called the Vortex, and that imagery again of the 2 people kind of caught, and they're just like kind of stuck, almost like twirling in this vortex. Almost feels like the public is maybe going to be caught in the middle of this, he said, she said world of what's really going on. Anyway, it may be tough for the public to really understand what's happening. Because there's so much charged energy on every angle of this that it's hard to know exactly what the truth is. The next card is on the question of what is the truth that's coming out. What's the real truth in this report? We have the card of gratitude. This is the 9 of Pentacles. This 9s are about completion too. And to see this card with this gratitude, it's like achievement. It's a reaching a pinnacle. I think that this is the what is in that is the truth of it. It feels like it's reached the pinnacle. It's the zenith. It's done what it needed to do. I mean, the 9 of Pentacles is a positive card. It's just about gratitude and abundance and feeling good with what you've done. So, the last card, the outcome. What's going to be the outcome fallout over this? What's going to be happening? Now, interesting, we have these 8 of Swords. This is a card of restriction. This is a card of kind of when you get caught in your own, it can be like being in a mental prison of sorts where you get yourself stuck, and sometimes it can be stress, anguish, guilt. It's a card of being maybe found out or being found guilty or some type of guilt with it. I think with this 8 of Swords, it could shed some light on where some people may have gone outside the law or outside the bounds, and it's bringing in like restriction. I've seen this card come up. It can be a prison of your own making, but I've seen it come up where people are literally having to face jail or prison or some type of reckoning in that regard. We may see some of that come out of this. Now, underneath it all, we've got the Judgment card. This is a card of self-reflection, but it's bigger than that. This is a card of basically having to face your life. I like to think of it as your life review. At the end of your life, when you're given the opportunity on the other side to look at your life and all that you've done. This is like that, having to look back over what you've done and answer for it and make an account for it. And it can be a heavy card. That's why it's the card of Judgment. I call it the day of reckoning. Okay. So we may be seeing that underneath it is that there, whatever people were involved that were bad actors or played dirty behind the scenes, they're going to have to answer for that in some way or fashion. That's that restriction. You're not going to be able to move forward without that disclosure. Okay. I think that's it for this reading. I appreciate you stopping by my channel. If you liked it, leave a like, and I will make more videos, and we will catch you next time. This is Intuitive Edge. Bye for now.